Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your spirit messages. This is for January 16th, the week of January 16th. So, I received a lot of messages about last week's, and I'm so glad that, of course, that the messages all resonated for you guys. It makes me incredibly happy. One thing Spirit was encouraging me to say to my Instagram audience earlier today was like, not only is inner peace a choice, but confidence is a choice too. And I know that for a lot of us, we rely on external sources to help us feel confident and assured. And Spirit really wanted me to remind everyone today that confidence is an inside job. And there's nothing outside of yourself that is going to make you feel worthy, in alignment, valued, loved, adored if you don't have that internal belief system yourself for yourself. So Spirit's really wanting me to remind you today that your confidence levels are a choice as well. And I do get the sense that Spirit's really encouraging me this week to talk about confidence and how having confidence in yourself is going to be a ripple effect to all the areas of your life: career, relationships, health, wellness, mental health. Your confidence is a choice. You can't let someone else take your power based off of judgments that you've received from them or comments that you've received from other people. It's very easy for us to hang on to them energetically and repeat them in our heads, but we have an opportunity and choice to flip it on its head, create a new reality for ourselves, and repeat that in our head over and over and over and over again. Now, I feel like I've said this before on a past spirit messages, but this is something that I read in Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. I implemented it myself, and even late last year in 2020, it completely changed my outlook on life. And I was doing pretty good before, and I was doing phenomenal after. So I'm going to repeat it here because I feel like this will actually help somebody who's going to be listening. So the whole premise of this healing act is I love myself, I accept myself. You'll likely remember a November energy forecast and spirit messages. I did talk about that. I love myself. I accept myself. It was a very popular video. Now, the synchronicity that happened between that, because I was talking to spirit about something I was trying to work out in my head, and they simply said to me, it all comes down to self love and self acceptance. And then I'm in a book club in December reading Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. And a whole chapter is dedicated to this practice of loving and accepting yourself. So the exercise goes like this. And again, giving full credit to Louise Hay, but I have had a few of my clients do this exercise and have seen phenomenal results. So I'm going to give it to you right here, right now. Okay. So you simply repeat in your head and out loud 300 to 400 times a day. I love myself. I accept myself. And now for the first few days, it's going to feel very unnatural. It probably won't feel like it's helping at all. And you're like, okay, I just feel like a weirdo. Like every spare moment I get, I'm doing the dishes, I'm having a bath, I'm driving the kids to school, I'm repeating to myself, I love myself, I accept myself. Now, what happens is by day 7, and I do encourage you to go for at least a month of this practice. But what I found for myself is around day 7, it became my default thought. So these are the kind of powerful tools that we can choose to bring into our life that change the narrative in a more truthful way. So take what you will of that philosophy, what spirit was just giving me. And I'm just going to pull a couple cards for you guys for the week. And I'm using this week Yasmin Boland's Moonology. I always get asked what cards I'm using. I don't have the box on me, but I love Yasmin Boland. So let's just see what they're bringing us. Okay. So we're first getting a new moon eclipse. So we just had a new moon. I can't remember if it was an eclipse or not. Sorry. My camera is so good that it tracks every inch of light. I have all my blinds closed right now, so you won't be able to see it, but just look at the picture. So, new moon in eclipse, expect powerful change. Now, I know based off of what we saw happen in America last week, and we can expect, I think we're anticipating that the energy might be a little bit wild this week when it comes to, everything that's going to be going down. We have to remember that if our inner peace gets disturbed because of everything that's happening in the news or on social media or just in the world, whether you're aware of it or not, you're going to feel those energetic shifts. expect the changes that follow. And you have to hold on to your power this week with that. So, how do you do that? You can choose to tune out if you want. I don't recommend that because we don't want to bury our head in the sand or opt out of this human experience. We are spiritual beings, but we're having a human experience. And I don't think that we should opt out of the experience, which I see a lot of my spiritual counterparts doing. I just don't watch it. I'm like, well, then you can't really stay informed. And I do believe that with things that happen and how they affect us, they're growing opportunities and they're ways for us to become more resilient and stronger. And so just stay in your power, right? Or if you falter for a moment, you know how to lead yourself back. But this is going to be an intense week. And I mean, you don't have to be psychic to tune into that. This card just kind of validates it. Eclipses have a way of, like, it's like if you think of a train going on a cart, it's like lifting up a train off one track and putting it in another. They're very abrupt. They can be quite aggressive, but they're basically saying humanity needs a huge shift right now and things need to change in drastic ways. Therefore, this week is going to be an eclipse week, eclipse energy, lots of things shifting, lots of things changing. Spirit is asking you to release this week. Again, what does release look like? I want to talk about self dialogue. I want to talk about the way that you see yourself. I want to talk about things that you carry about yourself that other people told you. Again, worth releasing them because they're not your truths to carry. They were someone else's obscured view of truth, when really some things that people say to us are projections, right? It's how they feel inside, which is projecting on you. And so we can let go of a lot of the things that people have done and said to us in the past and forgetting it. For some of you, this is a romance card. For some of you, I feel that you are either entering or going to be entering new relationships. Now, I do feel romance with this. So I do want to talk about like partner, life partner type stuff. For some of you in your marriages, there may be a reawakening. There may be a new level of success that enters the relationship. And I also want to talk about business partnerships as well. So I'm seeing whether it's classes or masterminds or business partnerships, but I am seeing as well relationships being brought about when it comes to business as well. So one final card here. And okay. It's going to be a tense week, guys. So you guys got a full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. And again, you don't have to be psychic to understand what's happening this week with the inauguration. And that does affect the whole world because the whole world is watching, right? With social media and everything, we have no choice but to watch. And so what I really want to caution people from outside of America, and I was just talking to one of my clients about this, we can't judge. You can't witness all this and judge and make judgments on it, like on people. We can't blanket everybody under one canvas. You just can't. So all we can do is hope and pray that whatever transpires this week, whatever energetic shifts that are occurring, we hold love in our hearts for all, and we cannot judge. But what I don't want people to do, like we saw on the Capitol Hill, is there was a lot of judgments from people outside of America on Americans. And we cannot blanket everybody under one canvas. We can't think like that all or nothing, that all or nothing. Everyone needs some healing right now. 2020 rocked us. 2020 uprooted things that we felt were safe and secure, and we're on shaky ground right now. And so the last thing we want to do is place our human judgments and expectations on other people. We really need to hold love for every single person, including ourselves, and ourselves first and foremost. So as this fiery climax starts to approach, check your judgments at the door. Okay, and just do what you can to hold your own vibration and love everyone equally, and forgive people who have rocked your boat, and forgive people who have disturbed your peace. And you have a big choice here. Again, as I said last week, to choose peace above all else and choose love above all else, because where love is present, fear is a stranger and love is here. Have a good week, everyone.